Birthday Hawa, birthday Awashai, birthday Hawa, birthday Awashai. Call Allah and Wahwa Allahayna Yahweh Bahashim Yahshai Bashim Kakudash. All praises to our power, Yahweh Bashim Yahshai Bashim Kakudash, and the glory as well. Giving all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahshai Bashim Kakudash Tam Yad. Wada Yahweh Bashim Yahshai Bashim Kakudash Kayabatakim. Alright, even, of course, Lord, of course, thanks for, the safety that he give us, and of course giving double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who feed, of course, the flock with wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and of course giving shalom to the elect Israelite foreigners, those that may not look like that may not look on the outward appearance as of course the historical visage of an Israelite, all right, but by the way, their father, they are Israelites, all right. We try the spirit by the spirit, whether we are children of the power. It's the spirit that bear witness with our spirit that we are children of power, all right. We of course have distinguishing marks that set us apart. That is a sign that we are the Israelites. The prophecies that fed us, of course, the lower state in which we're in. We're the Israelites, all right. Of course, it's a remnant that's going to return the Sha'ar, which is the 144,000. The prophets, that was the Ra'ash, which is the Heed, the beginnings, all right. The Alahayim, the house of David, and of course the rest of the remainder being the 1/3. Men, women, and children who are no prophets but are believers in the words of Yahweh Shem Shai, which collectively the Bachayarim, which the election of the nation of Israel, have the Thawa, which is the mark of exemption, being pre-selected, hand-picked by Yahweh himself and given to his son Yahweh Shai, all right, which Yahweh Shai prayed for us, and we are, of course, walking in faith and not by sight, and it's really showing who the Lord's chosen are. So I'm the brother Mappa from the Great Millstone Plaintables Camp, located here in the city of Philadelphia. I'm Lamadi Ma'ite, coming with a lesson, little or we lesson, which I uttered in the Paleo Hebrew. All right, so I just got word, and man, I'm just pushing these spirits out here. You know what I mean? Let's just get it. This precept, I believe it's in it's either Micah or Malachi 3 and 5. If I'm not mistaken, or it might be in Psalms. I gotta check. See if it's Micah 3. Alright, let's see if I can find it. Alright, so it's Zephaniah, pardon, Slakia. So it reads here, it says the just Yahweh is in the midst thereof. Alright, so you have to understand that Yahweh is just, alright, which is Tazadak, going into righteous. Alright, Yahweh Tazadak, the Yak, alright, which is lawful, all right, just and righteous in government, okay, in conduct and character, all right, justified and vindicated, okay, correct and lawful, all right. That's what Yahweh Shem Shai is, all right. Yahweh, the Most High, and His only begotten Son are, of course, in order, okay. So Yahweh is in the midst thereof, right? So by Koraba, all right, Korab and Korab means going back to Korab, which means basically in the middle or in the midst, all right. The Lord is here, you know what I mean? He's a living power, all right. Not at all you should doubt that, all right. You have people that don't think that the Lord is about, and that's why they get caught up in what we see going on in the new just being proud, and until the Lord actually shows up and via judgment and make himself known. Let me get this other precept real quick. It should be in Ecclesiasticus or Ecclesiastes actually 8. It says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, right? So many people, they believe that, yeah, if I'm wrong, may the Lord strike me down to new, or strike me down right now. They think just because they can just utter them words, and the Lord don't do it. Because the Lord, they don't know the Lord. The Lord is long suffering. All right. He's slow to anger and all of that. But he's still, you have to still understand that the Lord is, he's not at all going to acquit the wicked, and he's not he's angry with the wicked every day. All right. He reserveth wrath for them and such. All right. He knew how to reserve the wicked for the day of judgment. Okay, a lot of people, they just don't know the Lord and how he operates and such. That's for us to know. See the prophets, the servants, okay, the believers. All right, the Lord who's dealing with his election. For the rest of the people, the Lord can continue to not even deal with. All right, they wasn't chosen, they weren't pre-selected. It says again, because a sentence. Now let's go into a sentence. Now if you're a judge and you have order in the government, you have, of course, sentences. Now this is a new Hebrew word for me, which is pathagam. All right, or pathagam, which are pathagam, which means pretty much a decree, a order. All right, a sentence. Now, of course, that's going to be set in law. All right, the order. But of course, you have the crime that has been committed. So it says a set of words are, let me see. Really, it should be just like a judgment. Let me see. Sentence, a set of words that is complete itself. Right. Typically containing a subject or a predicate. Let me see. That's not what I want. Basically a ruling, a verdict, and a punishment. All right, so there you go. That's it. All right, mashapat. All right, so you got here Yan there, not Aisha done with the all right. Let me continue. Yeah, so because of sentence against an evil work, you've missed the mark, you've committed sin, it's not executed speedily. Going into that word Aisha, which is done. All right. Therefore, the heart, meaning the heart, meaning the mind. All right, which you can find here. Lab, or let's see where we got Ba, Banya sons. Let me see. Mala'a, Khan, Il, Aisha, Mahara. Speedily, Mahara. So lab right here, Allah and a ba. So lab, right? So yeah, it's fully set in them to do evil, right? And yeah, man, Jake, they just continue to try to act like they're mocking to the Lord just because they getting away with things they seemingly. Because the judgment, the sentence, the verdict wasn't put out, until them angels come out and execute exactly what the Lord wants to be done. All right. Let me see something else. I was reading in Jeremiah the 5th chapter as well, if I'm not mistaken, a bit earlier yesterday or something like that. It's either that or the 4th chapter. Just real quick, yeah, man, let me read some of this. Jeremiah chapter 5:1. Therefore said the Lord, surely these are poor, they are foolish, for they know not the way of Yahweh, nor the judgment of their power. Right, they don't know the judgment, Mashapatiyam, of Yahweh, their power. They should. If they did, they would fear him within their actions. Okay, when you going out and stuff, like I just seen this prior Judite, she was out there with her privy parts, just everything was out, cheeks and all. I mean, she was outrageously big, and pretty much obese, morbidly obese. In some spandex shorts, super duper tight. Like I said, to the cheeks was out, and I mean, I just see it as desperate, sign of desperation. You want pretty much some man to just look at you so much, and that goes and show you how damaged the nation of Israel, the women, the daughters of Zion are. All right, it says, "I will get unto the great men, and I will speak unto them, for they have known the way of Yahweh and the judgment of their power." Great men, man. You got prophets, all right, that the Lord, men of renown, that the Lord has shown his way to, all right, priests, that staying put, that are, continuing to tell you and give you the understanding of the scripture, so there's no confusion at all right, because the Lord is not the author of confusion, either in the church of the saints, right? It says, but roughly paraphrasing, but these have altogether broken the yoke and burst the bonds and such. And you have it where even those that are set up in leadership, in this captivity, they've gone all away astray from Yahweh Shem El Shai. Instead, they serve idols, false gods, and of course they going after their father, the devil. All right, Esau, Edom, the wicked. All right, and the leaders cause them to err. All right, they go in error, go off, miss the mark. Wherefore a lion out of the forest shall slay them, and a wolf of the evening shall spoil them. A leopard shall watch over their cities. Every one that goeth out thence shall be torn to pieces, because of their transgressions, their rebellion, Pashayim, are many, and their backsliding are increased. Slakia. How shall I pardon thee for this, that thy children have forsaken me? They left them. All right, and sworn by them that are no gods, when I have fed them to the full, they then commit adultery, right? Which they, believing in these other idols, and not the power, not serving him and only him with all their strength, might, and spirit, and assemble themselves by the troops in the harlot houses, right? Assemble themselves by the troops in these harlot houses, in these churches, all right? And the churches is not telling you to stay with them streets and such. They may say, hey, look, stay out of there, but they ain't, like, they still giving it you a open, giving you a blind and such. Whereas, if we brothers find brothers in the streets up to no good, there's gonna be a judgment that's gonna be done. All right, you could get kicked out of the body. All right, just for up to some niggerdom. We're not niggers. All right, we're meaning stingy. We're not scoundrels. We're not knives. Okay, we're not none of these things. Okay. We are royal people, Malachium, all right, Tazadakim, righteous people, all right, that whom have laws, statutes, and commandments in the highest of esteem, all right, and that's why the nations, like I said, they're going to have to flow into us, because the Lord is dealing with us and they them, all right. The standard is Yahweh Shem El Shai and his law, his Tawrah. Now it says they were as fed horses in the morning, everyone nighed after his neighbor's wife. Yeah, which is crazy. Shall I not visit for these things? Okay, visit. All right. Remember, the just Lord is in the midst thereof. All right. So going to that visit, which is paquad, which is the Hebrew word bar after bar, which is meaning to visit upon and punish. All right, so the Lord gonna actually show up on you. He gonna pull up on you, paquad. All right, he gonna visit you. He gonna punish you. Okay. Shall I not visit you for these things, said the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this? Go up upon her walls and destroy, but make not a full end. Take away her battlements, for there are not the Lord's. All right, and like I say, their defenses The things that you trust in is in the shadow of Egypt. Okay, and the Edomites and their government structure is not there to save you at all. It's really set to put you in pits and traps. If you went running these streets, you gonna get caught up. Esau gonna catch you up to you. He gonna investigate you and he gonna prosecute you. He of course is the sword of the Lord. All right, as it's written in the scriptures, Esau is the sword of the Lord. Okay, and the sword is furbished, man. It's being polished. All right, it's made ready. All right. Yeah, man. It says for the house of Israel and the house of Judah, both kingdoms. All right, representing, of course, the northern and southern kingdom. All right, so-called Latinos and Native Americans, and also the so-called Negroes, West Indians, and Haitians. All right, which are the Israelites. And also you Israelite foreigners. You are. Of course, Israelites as well from these kingdoms. You just, by the Spirit, you got to determine, by the way your father, who you actually would be. You know what I mean? Based on the characteristics, or what exactly your father is. If you don't know your father, you go by what the Spirit, discerns and, says you are. You know what I mean? And ultimately in the kingdom, we will know at the return of Yahweh Shai. We will know who we actually are, what tribes or tribes we're from. All right, but it's most important is knowing that you are a Yashala. All right. So it says, have dealt treacherously against me. It said the Lord, they have they have belied the Lord and said, it is not he, neither shall evil come upon us. Yeah, proud again, goodbye. Which means proud, very arrogant. Hey, no bad times gonna come upon us at all. All right, but I'm. Let's see where it say what it should say. So I see the Il Yanawa, which is to be upon us, Rai, and you have Wa Harab. Right? Which you got evil and you got a sword. Okay? Let me see what you got. Wala'a tha bawa'a. Right. So and not, right? And not tha bawa'a, which is come, all right? Il Yanawa, all right, which is going to upon us, all right? Now at the end, meaning us, all right, and I believe the shall could be right there possibly for the yeah, but just going to the Spirit. But you have Rai with Rai going into Rai, or Rai Sakya, which is going into evil, and then you have Wa Harab, which is sword. Okay. Wa Ra'ib, which go into famine, and not in famine la wa'a. See what that word is. From la'a and are to not or from. Let me see what this is. Just going to Spirit. Na shall I believe or this might be shall, and it should are upon us, neither shall we see Ra'ah, which is Ra'ah means to see, all right, or look. All right, yeah, and Jake, that's how proud Jake is. And the prophet shall become wind, and the word is not in them. Thus said, it be done unto them. Right, so, Jake, they don't, because remember, the prophets, they will be there to tell you, hey, look, and tell you before that, if you do this, you do that, the Lord is going to execute this and that to you. All right, there's a judgment. The Lord actually communes with us, communicates with us, through his oracles and such. We have the Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit. Okay, so you're supposed to listen. All right, meaning to obey, Shemai. All right, so again, the just Lord, back to Zephaniah 3 and 5, the just Lord is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity every morning. All right, every morning, call Bakwar. Let me see if I can find it. Yahweh Taza Dayak Ba Bakwara Ba Koraba Slakia in midst la'a, not, ya, he, Aisha, do, Iwala, which is iniquity, Ba Bakwar, in mourning, Ba Bakwar, it says mourning again, Mashapatwa, his judgment, okay, Yathun, which means he bring or give, all right, La Awar, to light, La A, not, Na I Dar, I'm not sure what that means. So it says he faileth, and you have Wa La A, and not, Ya Wadai, knoweth, knoweth, which Yadai means to know, and you have Iwal, which is, I think, iniquity again, right? Or no, unjust, like you have Bashar, Bashath, which means no shame. All right, so yeah, so the Lord bring his judgment to light, so you can actually see it. All right, because a lot of you act like the Lord ain't there, and the Lord is there. All right, Yahweh Shai is bringing forth it. Like Yahweh Shai even says he's the light. All right, you know what I mean. So with meaning the knowledge, you know what I mean. And you're gonna know the Lord by the way he actually execute these judgments. So I'm gonna get that other precept, and then I'll just pretty much say, what the news was brought to me, by my actual my mom, all right, which is in the world. She's not in the truth. I think actually I might gotta go to King James. Known by the judgment he executeth. It might be in the book of Psalms somewhere. Google. The Lord is known by the judgment. Yeah, Psalms chapter 9 and 16. Okay, Psalms 9, 16. Psalms at the volume 9 and 16. Crowd Ride reads, it says, the Lord Yahweh is known by the judgment which he executeth. All right, so here, known, Yadai, okay? Judgment, execute, Aisha, meaning to do, all right? The Lord completes this. Shall evil be done in the city, and the Lord not done it, right? The Lord created light and darkness. It says the wicked is snared in the work of his own hands, right? You trapped in the work of your own hands. Now, a lot of y'all got y'all hands up to mischief, so Lord have you strapped up in a snare of mischief, only to be destroyed by that same mischief you're within. All right, running the streets, ripping and raving through the streets, like a lot of you Jake like ripping and raving through these streets and stuff. All sorts of matters of way up to no good. In the solitary places at night. Y'all in all sorts of organized crime, and fast life, fast money, bad chicks. Look, y'all ain't showing an actual example of righteousness. Instead, you're showing how to be wicked. You all together become more wicked than the wicked itself, than the Edomites themselves. All right, crazy. So, just going into it, the news I had got by via text 805, which is said pretty much my sister, all right, which I don't care about my sister at all. Hey man, man's supposed to be those of his own household. We've always she was never really about anyway. She ran from the household anyway, to have kids and pretty much to lay down with all these different project dudes and stuff, man. Yeah, so she nothing but literally a project chick. uh, she had a couple, I believe, a couple months. I had got word that she actually was in jail, needing to get bailed out, which I ain't got no business even helping that chick, which I didn't either. But she calls her mom. That's what Jake always do. But she stabbed her so-called man, her boyfriend. If I'm not mistaken, he might be an Ephraimite too. In the heat, literally in the head. I'm like, yo, if you doing something that extreme, you shouldn't even be around. Y'all shouldn't even be around each other. Like, what the hell? Like, you actually taking great lengths to try to put him to death. Like, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, what kind of relationship is that? You know what I mean? But yeah, I had got word of that and stuff, and I was just like, man, that's just nonsense and stuff, man. It's crazy. Well, the word is new, is that her boyfriend got killed. All right, he got murdered, or you know what I mean, he got Haragwath, or yeah, killed yesterday in Hunting Park. Yeah, he it got this Hunting Park, pretty much this big park of folly. North Philly, a lot of Ephraimites, different tribes, Judites. I heard even there's a lot of transsexual activity go on about there, in the form of prostitution. They got a big pool there and such. But yeah, I mean, the park, it has a wicked vibration. I remember even when I was young, I had a friend, his family chose to be Muslims, which they were just not, but they were just regular Jake. They say that they are, but I mean, really, like I said, the dude was eating shrimp fried rice, and well, they, in their whole religion, they can eat shrimp, but like they was like, whatever, they talk about halal and such, meaning permissible, but this dude was eating all these things from so-called non-halal places and such, you know what I mean? but it you know what I mean, just show you how silly our people was and is, still to this day. Got whole Arabic last names and such, which look, our people been scattered too. They're gonna have different names and stuff of the heathen and stuff, but we also gonna surname ourselves by Jacob. All right, but claiming our nationality being Israelites. Now, yeah, I used to pretty much, sometimes we go. I think only like, it wasn't even that often. One time we went over to play basketball across the street from where he was, his house. That's around like 9th Street and such. And he what was he do? So there was like this nigga, man. He was just there, and he did that. They call it off the heezy, which you will remember that if you play that game, NBA Street. Basketball. Literally, you throw the ball at the person's head, which that's like crazy. Like, you literally just throw the ball off his head. Let me see if I could just quickly get that. Like, it's crazy, man. Like, imagine, like, it's just like an awkward moment. Like, if you get a ball thrown at your head, like, it's like in a form of a jest. Like, man, if y'all not cool, that could be an instant fight. The dude literally threw the ball at my head, and then my friend just started. He pretty much just started cracking up, right? He busted laughing, and I'm just sitting there like stupid. I'm not even sure. I might have even wore glasses that the kid made that did it, but I can't even remember. But still, it's just fucking stupid. You know what I mean? Excuse the rude speech, but hey, not in knowledge. But yeah. So did the move, and I'm just, man, this is stupid. So and I used to esteem myself to be real good at basketball back then when I was young and stuff. Going the street, this kid doing this dumb shit, and that was it, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, it just just go to show you, like, it's just like at normal courts, like a lot of the courts, like people ain't gonna just go and do that, just that move. You gotta be like pretty much like you say street ball, man. You super hood, man. You know what I mean, because back then you had the whole and one mixtape that used to be popping. You know what I mean, like crazy. Pretty much they was going on tour, making these different tapes, mixtapes, with music, a soundtrack with, of course, the footage of them playing basketball in the streets and at these different events which they hosted. Very successful back then. I had them Hot Sauce Ayo and all them, different guys. Professor, it's an Israelite foreigner, came out of that too. But yeah, it done dwindled down now. I believe they might got they might have sold the clothing brand. I can't even remember. But yeah, man, that was popping. But yeah, it was street, man. The hunting park is no place where to be. It's eerie as hell and it's huge. All right, it's huge, right there in the midst of North Philly and such. You know what I mean, down the street, you go way down the street. You got Temple, Susquehanna. You got all them, the college campus. Temple, where of course like your Dick Cheney, your Bill Cosby and stuff. You'll know about that from them. Dick Cheney from being I believe a basketball coach, and Bill Cosby the actor also invested a lot in that, I believe. I'm not sure if he actually even went to Temple, but we can just show you Bill Cosby. That's Bill Cosby. Everybody should know him. And also, yeah, the dude look crazy. And relation. I want to see relation to Temple. Yeah, I want to see what's his relation to Temple University. Damn, man, they even taking his honorary degree it gave back in '91. So he got shame on him, cutting the last remaining disgraced entertainment, who arguably was the school's most famous alumni. Yeah, so he definitely graduated from Temple. He obviously contribute different I believe earnings to there. All right. Let me see. Actually, Slakia. Actually, nah. It says Bill Cosby. Nah, he didn't actually go to Temple. But let me see. Is he actually from Philly? Like, let me see something actually. Yeah, he was born in Philly, so yeah, he was a comedian and all of that. But yeah, I mean, in a nutshell, he contributes to Temple. Slakia. You know what I mean, I'm not a fan of Bill Cosby. I used to be, but no more. Somebody came up too. How I took down Bill Cosby. I guess these are like maybe his accusers. He got Me Too'd and such. Esau put him down. But yeah, man, the Lord will put you down, man. The Lord will put you down. So, yeah, he was in Hunting Park. Apparently, some Ephraimites, she said Ricans. Now, going back to the story of my sister's so-called boyfriend. Yeah, yesterday, he got shot, shot him right in front of his mom's house. So, damn, just like that. And he got murdered. He got put to death right there. You know what I mean? The Lord actually was in the midst of that, man. All right? Like, the brother had this video right here. The angels all around. Well, angels, they're encamp out them that fear the Lord. And also death angels do come out to, of course, put spirits and orchestrate judgment. All right? So, just another, video just letting you know, this is a heavy time of judgment. Also, again, I put to mention, the dude at my job that he this Moabite, the Lord got rid of him. He made him quit, out of nowhere. And like I said, I seen his spirit. I put curses on the dude, You know, the Lord make them fear me when you see me, which they do already, but you know they get proud, and also you know, the plaguing pretty much with nightmares and stuff. You know what I mean? Like torment him, and, you know, put terror on this guy. And the Lord made it to the point where the dude just quit. You know what I mean? Out of nowhere. They said even the supervisors were surprised, but and I prophesied. I've been prophesizing already that pretty much the job which I plan to leave by the end of the year, um, it's gonna be pretty much in a bloody shambles, and it's gonna be through. All right, especially when I leave, you know what I mean? And that's the Lord gonna do that. Put my mouth and words on that. All right, Yahweh Tzah. So yeah, man, and these people all gonna, like I said, death and destruction is coming to them, you know, because they wicked. I mean, they're not right. You know what I mean? And you know, the Lord is not for, you know, those that are not right. Okay. The only way we're right is this, if we covered by the blood of Yahweh Shai. So, you know, if you're not covered, you know, you're going to get judged, all right? And you're going to get judged regardless, you know what I mean, being of the power. We just don't want the Lord to judge us in his anger, you know what I mean, but with mercy. So, you know, with that, you know, that's the lesson. You see, look, one car flips in Roosevelt Expressway, crash, the Lord bringing judgment. What else they got? Look at the grimy dude. You know, he got the mark from praying so hard. Apparently, the Muslims. You know, the rug mark. How a man suspected of 8 murders was on the street. Esau let these people be on the street, and the Lord let these dudes be on the street, so they can rip and rave through these streets and bring more judgment. All right, because we're in the time of judgment. Accused killer was previously allowed back on the streets. Yeah, Esau, he let them out. All right, Esau lets these dudes look. Philly classifies dirt bikes and ATVs as illegal for street use. I thought it'd been illegal. You know what I mean? When I see a dirt bike on the street, I'm like, what is he doing on a bike in the street? Like riding around with no license and registrations and all that stuff. You know, but I guess you know, look, this is another story. Boy 14, man shot in Northern Liberties Federal Donuts, which is deep in North Philly, which they gentrified this area. But it's in the hood, man. It's like you ride down there, you be like, man, I don't really want to be down there. Apparently, I think they got like chicken and waffles type stuff down there and stuff. Federal Donuts, chicken sandwiches, stuff like that. But apparently, yeah, men were chasing a 22-year-old who ran into the eatery. He thinking that's because he ran in the store, that he gonna be safe. The bystanders in the store didn't deter the man. You thinking that somebody gonna get involved? Nope, I'm not meddling. All right. From opening fire. How we gonna? You think somebody gonna just jump in there and play some type of hero and get shot themselves? Come on. A pair of gunmen chased 22-year-old into a federal government shop during the lunchtime. This in broad daylight. This isn't even light. It's night. So you know the Lord is turning up. Of course, these streets. He putting the heat in the streets, man. All right. Thursday, peppered the shop with bullets. So they just ringing out shots like a damn church bell and shit. You know what I mean? And a boy who ran for safety, police said. The shooting was at 1 p.m. 1 p.m. 700 block of 7th Street in Northern Liberties, right? But this is like it's still hood. Like this part is still hood. Even though they got this nice establishment, like you can see a hood, a corner store, bodega, right there. You know what I mean? With graffiti all over and such. You know, I haven't been down there as of recent years, but they got projects like down the way too. I mean, them what's some projects called again? Ethan Allen, I think they call it Ethan Allen projects. But yeah, you know, it's like right off Girard, like popular area and such. But yeah, man, and Esau also moved Edomites and invested in this area, and you got niggas still ripping and raving through the streets because it's right in the midst. And Esau apparently, I don't know where the hell this came from. Esau wanting to be in the ghetto, try to seem as if he got some type of a culture. They invest in the area, but it actually was a ghetto. I mean, where the Jews where Israelites are. All right. And it's like a mix of street, but Edomites is there, and they try to change it, but it's still hood, until they completely move, knock out all the buildings, pay off Jake to move and stuff. Pandemic, our paramedics rushed to the dude to the hospital. The boy was in stable condition. Now, they said the boy was only 14 years old, so these young bulls is really going at it. Like, these young bulls, like, don't think because they're young that they not, like, little knuckleheads. They little nigglets. They up to no good out there, man. Police did not immediately make an arrest. They did recover a gun that I believe belonged to the 20-year-old. And these young bulls, they got guns on them. They packing heat. You know what I mean? Like, a dude was telling me out Mount Airy when I was working. He was like, yeah, man, a lot of these kids, they got ankle bracelets on their fucking leg. And I'm like, damn, man. He said, don't think that because they out here that in Mount Airy, because you might go to like places in Mount Airy here in Philly, which is it kind of like a in a sense a urban suburb. You know what I mean? You might see green lawns, row homes kept, on the outside. You know what I mean? Even better than places in Northeast Philly, from what I can see in certain places. You got Edomites live up in there too. You know what I mean? Might be Israelite foreigners as well. But you have it where they be up to no good. Like they saying they be going out to the hood and doing mischief and then coming right back. And also they do the mischief in their neighborhood and stuff, running in people cars. They heating up their car in the morning. They just running in the car and stuff. I mean, joyriding, shooting, dudes getting blown away in broad daylight, execution style, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Esau set these communities to be this way. And look, the fathers, you know what I mean, that went away from the scriptures, they're not there to instill them with this truth. So, hey, what's going to keep them from, knowing and fearing the Lord? All right. Crazy. They're going to keep ripping and raving. They running in. You think a donut shop, a Federal donut, chicken and waffle shop going to save you? It's because you got doors and maybe you can lock. Nigga bust through that door and bang you with the hammer. You know what I mean? But hey, Lord is in the midst thereof, man. So yay, giving all praise to Yahweh Shem El Shai B'Shem Kokodash, double honors to our apostles and other great millstone. Peace and salutation to the elect. There's so much hood, there's so much murder that's done in the city. A lot of time Esau don't even got stories on him. You know what I mean? He can't even put it in the news. But hey, it is what it is. Shalom.